I have this wood box sign I got from Hobby Lobby. It was originally $5.99, but every other week, without a coupon needed, you can get the wood 40% off. So I started by removing the back hanger to this wooden sign. And I'm going to take some Wise Owl Snow Owl and cover the entire sign, both the top and bottom of it, and the front and back and the sides. Now this one measures 7 by 7 inches. And I set that aside to dry. I have a second wooden sign. And I'm going to take my General Finishes Antique Walnut Gel Stain, some paper towels, and you can also use a foam brush. It's a little easier to apply it. And I'm going to cover the entire wood box sign with the gel stain. And once it's covered, I just take some paper towels and rub in the excess stain. Now you could pick any colors of your choice. I personally really like the white and stain together. Now I'm going to start with my white wooden sign box. And I'm going to measure about 1.5 inches from the corner and just make a little mark. And then I'm just going to take my drill and I'm going to drill a hole on each mark that I made. So in the corners of the box, I'm just drilling a hole. Now you want to make sure your bit is big enough. We're going to string some rope through it. And it gets a little rough where you drill, so you can sand that off, or you can drill before painting as well. And then I'm going to take the second wood box sign and make a mark in each corner as well. And you just want to try to get this as even as possible. And then again, I'm taking my DeWalt drill gun and just drilling those holes. Next, I have this decorative nautical rope. You can get this right from the Dollar Tree. It's a 9.5-foot piece. So I'm taking 2 of them and I'm going to string them through the bottom, starting with just 2 of the holes, and just make a knot. And then I'm going to cut that in half. And I'm going to use the other 2 pieces to string through my other 2 holes and then tie the knot. I'm then going to take the second wood box sign and I'm just going to string through 1 hole and get an idea of where I want that to lay. And once I have an idea, I'm going to remove it and then tie a knot in that spot. I'm just using a tape measure to measure about how high up I tied my knot, because again, you want to make sure you get this all as even as possible. And I went around all 4 pieces of rope and tied my knot. And then now I'm going to string it back through the second wood box sign. And once I had all of the rope strung through all of my holes, I just tied a knot at the top. And you want to leave some room because this is going to be hanging. And once I had everything together, you're just going to adjust your knots so that everything is even. So I went to the bottom here and I'm just moving the knots around. I have this little white ring I'm going to string the top ends of the rope through. And then taking some smaller jute, I'm going to just make a little loop from the rope we used. And then I'm just going to wrap the jute around it. This is going to help hold that in place. And then you can cut all the extra rope off here. And then you want to tie that jute in a knot. You want to make this nice and tight. And then I'll cut the extra jute off. Now that that's nice and secure, I took some of the rope again, and using some hot glue, I'm just going to lay that on top here and just wrap around. And this is just going to help finish it off. So the small jute is to help keep it nice and strong. This jute is more decorative to just hide the small jute and make this more of a finished look. And then you can just cut the end here. And there we go. Now we have this inexpensive, fun boho shelf that you can hang inside your home. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Paint products, tissue paper, transfers, and stencils can all be found on our webpage at chalkitupfancy.com. And don't forget, you can also check out other tutorials while you're there. Have a great day.